Hi, Scorpios. So let's go ahead and get into the vibe to see what your general messages are. It's going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. My name is B. Just in case if you're new around these parts and if you're accustomed to being here, welcome. So yeah, let's see, what the vibes are giving. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I am enjoying a glass of wine, you know. So yeah, let's just hope these burps aren't frequent. Anyway, give me something for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What insight and or guidance and or clarity and confirmation do they need right now? What do they need to know? The Seven of Pentacles is here. I like this energy for you, Scorpio. So it makes me feel like whatever you've been working hard on, whatever seeds you've been planting, making sure that you are staying like consistent with them, but making sure that you're planting these seeds. Eight of Pentacles is more so about the work, the consistency, the dedication, right? Constantly showing up even when you don't want to, putting that work in. Seven of Pentacles is also though like just more of a card of like if you're considering wanting to plant certain seeds, if there are certain ideas and stuff that you like want to do, this is the time to start planting those seeds, okay, and watering those seeds. Being a co-creator with the universe, with the divine, with God, with whomever you pray to insert here, right? I typically say God or Yahweh. But yeah, so this makes me feel like if you haven't planted any seeds, this is a good time to do so. And if you have planted seeds, like be mindful of how you're watering them. You know what I'm saying? Again, a part of being a co-creator with the universe, with the divine, with God, and a part of manifestation is how are you watering your is how are you watering your manifestations, right? How are you watering these seeds and these things that you've planted in order to flourish, right? And a big part of that with the Page of Swords reversed that fell on the Seven of Pentacles, a big part of that is how you think. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to think negative. It's so easy to feel like this won't happen for me, that won't happen for me. It's so easy to talk yourself out of why you shouldn't do the thing or why you should do the thing, right? Oh, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to pay for this program. I'm going to go do this thing, or I'm going to go whatever, however, insert thing here. When actually, it's more like along the lines of, again, your external world, like your reality is a direct reflection of your internal world. So again, if you always see the glass half empty, things will always be half empty. You'll always find things to complain about. You'll always find a reason to feel like this won't work for you, that won't work for you. This is a waste of time. That's not a good investment versus, thinking positive thoughts. The Emperor card here is also reversed. So Scorpio, you could also get to feeling this way and thinking this way when you feel like things are out of your control. Newsflash, things don't always have to be in your control for them to be going right. I know you're ruled by Mars, right? But sometimes you have to learn when to relinquish control. Sometimes you have to also know when to admit to yourself that you don't have control, and maybe you don't know what to do, and maybe in an area in a space where you're trying to gain a level of control, maybe it's just hard for you, right? So making sure that you're articulating that. The Six of Pentacles fell reversed. The High Priestess card fell upright. The Hermit card fell upright. Scorpio, if I had any advice for you, right? Not to say that anyone gives a shit, right? Who cares about my opinion, right? But if I could give you any advice and any opinion, I think as of right now, this is a good time to go into hermit mode, right? Again, Mars is in Scorpio, so that at home energy, like Mars is at home when it's in Scorpio. So I'm sure Mars should be touching your sun at some point during this transit. I would personally go in hermit mode. I would personally recollect myself, and I would personally come back a little later hitting the ground running. If you feel like you don't really have a whole lot of energy and effort and good shit to give to other people, take a step back. If you feel like you've been giving too much of yourself to other people and you haven't been focusing that on yourself, take a step back. If you feel like you've been giving too much to friends, family, lovers, right, and you feel like it's going unappreciated, unnoticed, it's draining you, depleting you, or mentally distracting you from what it is you need to do, you need to take a step back. That's just that. If you don't have no time for you, if you're not making time for you, if you like depleting yourself or stretching yourself so thin to where again now you don't really have time for what you should be having time for, you need to take a step back. And that's just that on that. The more you can take a step back, the better you might be at like recollecting yourself. The Hermit card is here, so again, there's this feels like a need to like go within. You know what I'm saying? Really sit with yourself, ask yourself some questions, really listen to your intuition, listen to your discernment, weigh some pros and cons on some things. What are you trying to do? What do you want to invest in? What's worth investing in right now? What do you have to where you can invest in it right now, right? The Seven of Pentacles, there might be a couple of different things you want to invest your energy, time, effort, money into, right? But maybe you need some time to yourself to really think about, okay, what am I going to invest in? How do I want to do it? Like for me, I know coming off between like July, August, September-esque, I had to really sit with myself on what I wanted to do with my rebrand, because there's so many things I want to do, right? But if I'm just trying to pour into everything and I'm not channeling my thoughts, I'm not channeling my ideas, I'm not focusing them, I'm not grounding them, right? Page of Swords reverse is like a spark of a new energy, but you don't know how to ground it, right? That's wanting to start a new business, start a new platform, start a new podcast, wanting to start this type of content, or, you know, do this, jump this platform, whatever, however you want to do it, go with this job or start that side hustle or whatever it looked like. But how are you grounding this new idea? It's not enough to just say, I want to start a food truck. Okay, how are we bringing that vision to life, right? It's not enough to just say you want to do it, right? For some of you, you might want to do it, but then you're not mentally grounded, and then you're not even in control of what you're doing. You're not even grounding your thoughts and writing your goals down, right? But not only are you not channeling and focused on your goals, but you're also simultaneously feeling like you're not in control to really make it happen. I want to start a food truck, but I don't even know how to, again, be a boss. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to go about filing an LLC. I don't know what truck I'd get. How do I even go looking for? And it's like, again, take some time. Go within. Sit with yourself. Really think about some things. Two of Cups is down at the bottom of the deck. So again, if you got some people in your life that's like requiring a little bit too much energy from you, you need to pull it back. You can't think about yourself if Scorpio is thinking about everybody else. Of course, you're not going to have no time to sit with yourself and go within and sit in some silence, turn the TV off, get around these fake ass friends or these weird ass, clingy ass lovers and shit. Because I'm picking up on a clingy energy. I'm picking up on somebody who might be a little too clingy, somebody who might require too much energy, too much effort, too much of your attention. And though you care about them, Scorpio moons and Venuses, I'm particularly looking at you. Even though you're okay with that and you're okay when you love people, you really do want to let them live in your skin, especially if they want to. Y'all kind of also really like that. But again, if you don't really have any time for yourself and no energy for yourself, how are you focusing on the things that Scorpio wants to do? Even if this isn't like for, and I'm also picking up maybe Scorpio, you might be a little too focused, right? So take it for how it resonates. Maybe you have people in your life who require too much energy from you. Maybe you have people in your life that you too focused on. Maybe it's not even that they require a lot of energy from you. Maybe you just care about them so much that again they're your direct focus, and now you're not prioritizing and pouring into yourself, pouring into your business. You can't go water everybody else and go pour into everybody else and nurture everybody else. If you spend a whole lot of time showing up for everybody else, who's showing up for you? If you spend so much time trying to nurture everybody else's apple tree and trying to nurture everybody else's goals, trying to water everybody else's plants, trying to water everybody else's vision, who the fuck is nurturing yours? Don't worry, I'll wait. Right? So this is the time to really start thinking about that. In order to really gain back control of your life, or to feel in control of the circumstance, you're going to have to take some steps back. Stop like pouring so much into something that really isn't pouring back into you in the same capacity anyway, and really kind of sit with yourself on what you're going to do and how you're going to do this. Give me this Six of Pentacles reversed in this High Priestess. Why is the Six of Pentacles reversed next to this High Priestess? Queen of Swords, yeah. So you're not really thinking. I feel like you're not having the time to yourself to think. And for some of you, even Scorpio, with this Queen of Swords reversed, it could be making you real snappy. So that's also something to think about too. If you're watching this and you just feel like, oh, I've just been extra irritated, extra annoyed. Again, for one, Mars is in Scorpio. So expect to be a little more irritated, a little more agitated, a little more annoyed, a little more like frustrated, or just easily to be pissed off and upset and bothered. But it also could make you bitter. So again, if you're not consciously understanding this and you just can recognize like I'm a little more irritated, agitated, it's probably because you're not articulating to whoever this is that could be in your life with the Two of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. You're not articulating to somebody that you might need some time. You might not be articulating to people that you feel burnt out. You might not be articulating to people that, yes, even though I'm okay with you living in my skin, sometimes I want to be left alone. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want nothing. I want everybody away from me, and I want to be to myself, by myself, in my Scorpio Batman layer, bitch. And I will come out of the cracks and crevices of doom when I am ready. But if you're not articulating that to people, you might find yourself between a rock and a hard place. If you're articulating that to people and they, again, are too clingy, too codependent, act like they just need you at they beck and call, it's not going to work, and you need to cut your losses. So this is a good time to fall back. How strong is your fall back game? Not because you don't love these people, but because you love yourself a motherfucking enough to say, hold on, I need to take a moment to go get Scorpio together. And then when I'm ready, I can come back and show up for everybody else. Okay, give me something else for this Six of Pentacles reversed and this High Priestess. Give me a clarity on these two cards. So pay attention to, I feel like, again, this High Priestess card is here. So Scorpio, you're using your intuition, right? But this is a good time, again, to making sure that in order to really keep the peace and to keep things going, you have to articulate what you need. So again, if you have people around you that are like, you're pouring into them so much to where you can't pour into your own goals, because that happens sometimes, right? We get in relationships, people be codependent. You want to argue about why I didn't text you all day because I'm grown and I got other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to just be surgically attached to my phone. What you doing? Oh, nothing. Just got home. Hey, I was just texting you. I don't have time for all that. We don't have time for all that, says Scorpio, right? You have bigger things that you're trying to pour into, that you're trying to nurture. Your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, your visions, where you want to be 5 years from now, where you want to be 10 years from now. This is what you need to be nurturing and pouring into. Not a bunch of other motherfuckers who probably aren't in control of their life, probably can't even pour into you the way that you're pouring into them anyway, but on top of are now also keeping you from pouring into yourself. Okay, so it's giving, again, the momentum, your momentum feels like it's blocked and it's stopped. Scorpio, I feel like you know exactly who this is. Yeah, Ace of Cups down at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, I feel like you know exactly who this is. This is someone who either, again, blocks and stops your momentum when it comes to your business, your goals, your career. You feel me? I can't never just focus on getting my content out because this person always needs something, or that person always needs something, because this motherfucker always got an attitude, because I can't even just focus on what I need to do and pour into myself and, you know what I'm saying, fall off the face of the earth, go Danny Phantom, this my hermit card, you know what I'm saying, this my Danny Phantom card, ghost, I'm gone, you know what I'm saying. You can't even just go Danny Phantom and just have a moment of solitude and isolation to yourself to really sit with some shit before a motherfucker get to acting like you done did something to them. How the fuck you mad at me for taking time for me? Right? So when it comes to people like this, when it comes to situations like this, jobs, family, friends, co-workers, lovers, right? again, you're going to have to really start asking yourself, what are you needing to do to gain control of the situation? Right now, it seems like you're not in control of the situation, and it seems like you're not really mentally focused and mentally grounded on making whatever this investment is, whatever these investments, whatever you seeds you trying to plant, whatever manifestations that you trying to bring to life, is given an energy of not only are you not mentally grounded and making it happen, but you're not really on top of and in control of the situation, because there might be external forces that's pulling on you too much that you got to go nurture and go show up for, which is now throwing your equilibrium off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine having to pour into a motherfucker who, for one, ain't pouring into you the same way, but then they're also stopping you from pouring into you and the other shit you need to pour into. It's like giving a motherfucker $500 and they can only afford to give you 50. But then on top of that, they can't afford to pay you back full price. It's also like, bitch, I was gonna pay my car note with that money. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna pay my car note with that money, but I'm being generous and I gave it to you. And on top of, you can really only afford to give me 50 of it back. I'm not really benefiting from doing this. Okay, give me the Emperor reverse. What is Scorpio in a lack of control of? What's the lack of control? Yeah, the energy that you're giving out, you're not really controlling. Like, I'm hearing the word portion and rationalizing. You know what I'm saying? You need to really be in charge of the level of energy you're giving out to people. I don't give a damn who it is. And more importantly, being in charge of the energy that you give yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you feel like, as Scorpio, I'm having a bad day, I don't give a fuck what these people need from you. Do not answer your phone. I don't give a damn what. Make that head call somebody else. Because I promise you, once you really start putting people in the positions, I promise you, before you know it, they be like, yeah, girl, because, you know, I just called my mama. Why the fuck you ain't been doing that the whole time? You've been blowing my phone up, getting on my goddamn nerves, working my nerves. I can't study. I can't work on my project. I can't work on no paper. I can't work my shift at work. You're blowing my goddamn phone up. I can't handle a long time and shit. And as soon as you tell them that one time, like, hey, I just can't, bloop, I'm just not answering. Turn the phone off. Do not disturb. And, oh yeah, you call their ass back tomorrow. Oh yeah, you know, sorry, I was going through so much, I just couldn't answer. Yeah, are you good? Oh yeah, I just, called my sister. I got it situated. I just needed to vent. For real. Like, so again, Scorpio, you need to be rationaling, like you need to ration the amount of energy you're giving to people, how much and how little, right? You have the Princess of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Pentacles on top of the Emperor reverse. Either you're not in control of how much energy you're giving out to others because you just keep showing up for them, or you're not in control of how much energy you're giving yourself. So maybe you give yourself a certain level of energy, but maybe again you have people around you who kind of are super codependent, needy, clingy, right? And then they kind of take you away from that. Or again, you need to maybe even prioritize it to where, okay, this is how much energy I need to give to myself before I give any energy out to anybody else. You need to pour up your cup first. And then from there, you can fill up other people's with the little bit that you have left if you have a little left over, right? Ain't no giving nobody $500 and then they can only give you 50 back. And it's like, oh, I mean, that was my car note money, but I guess I'll just figure something out later. No, you need to pay that car note, and whatever the fuck you have left, then you can give it to them. Shit, I ain't got no but like $26.32, but shit, I can let you spend that. But see, I had to get these bills paid first. I got this mortgage paid first. I got this rent paid first. I studied for this test first. I did finish my shift at work first. I finished my content, my editing first. I finished cooking first. I finished doing what Scorpio wanted and needed to do first. I finished pouring into Scorpio first, and then I started pouring into other people. You dig what I'm saying? But it's that type of energy, it's that type of vibe. If you only have 7 pentacles to give in order to pour into your aspirations and your dreams and your goals, no, you cannot give these motherfuckers 6 of them. You need all 7 to pour into your aspirations and your goals. Don't give these motherfuckers 6 of your pentacles and then you left with 1 and then you looking at your shit like, oh, well, I guess I could just work with this. No, hell, you can't work with that. You need all 7. Does that make sense to you? No, you cannot work with this one. No, you can't. I don't give a fuck how much you convince yourself. Well, I mean, it's fine. I ain't even tripping like that. No way. I didn't ask you any of that. I didn't ask you a lick of that. But what I said was, if you have 6 pentacles, you cannot afford to. If you have 7 pentacles, you cannot afford to give them 6. If you have $7, you cannot afford to give somebody 6. If you have 7 motherfucking days to yourself, you cannot give another motherfucker 6 of them. You need all 7 to your goddamn self. I don't give a fuck how they feel, especially because considering with the rest of these cards, these are a bunch of motherfuckers who can't help you get nowhere, can't help you progress, can't pour into you the way you pour into them any motherfucking way. So who gives a motherfuck how they feel? And that's just my honest motherfucking opinion about it. But as of right now, I would say I think you need to take some time to yourself. Despite what everybody need from Scorpio and because I just Scorpio, I'm going through such a time. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I pray for you. It's the best I got for you right now. But until Scorpio check in with Scorpio and Scorpio get in tune with their star motherfucking player, and you look in the mirror and you can lock back in with your star player and say, okay, this is what I need to be pouring into. That's what I need to be pouring into. I had an idea and I think maybe I wanted to start trying to invest in this or pay for this program or go do this because I saw that and it was something that I was thinking about. Cool. But despite all of the noise, despite all of the background noise, Scorpio, you need to make sure you have some solitude time. I would drop everything. Craig's in trouble come quick, and I would absolutely try to go have some solitude time. Turn the TV off, turn the phone off. Just sit with yourself in your bat cave lair, right, in the dark, like a serial killer, like the psycho that you might be. Okay, and really think about what it is that you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want to move forward, and you know how you kind of want to implement some things. And once you feel better, not when everybody else, cause Scorpio, I just really, you still taking time to yourself. When you feel ready to come out of your bat lair and your Scorpio's cave and be back amongst humanity, the people that fuck with you and love you still gonna be there. And whoever the fuck got an attitude never needed to be the fuck around anyway. Do I make myself clear on that? Yes, cool. Love you, mean it. Anyway, my name is B. Thank you so much for getting this far. If you got this far, I really do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments and some thumbs up. If this resonated, it sends us into the algorithm. Did I say my name is B? Just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. I am open for personal readings. You would have to hit me over on my social media sites to book that. That is no problem. My website is currently down. And yeah, again, if you got this far watching my video, I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate it. Make sure you take some time for yourself. Okay? Don't make me have to come beat you up to make sure you taking some alone time, because I will. Okay? Call me, beat me if you miss me, or whatever Kim Possible said. And yeah, I'll see y'all over on the next video. Bye.